Let's move on to topic number 2. And the second topic today comes to us from Robin Vulgin, who writes, so, Cavill is out, and we all know Affleck has been out for a long time, even though they've never come out and admitted it. I'm in the camp of let's get Jon Hamm as the new Batman. I think Hamm is an amazing actor. I've loved him ever since Mad Men. Hamm even mentioned it in a new interview. What do you think? Could Hamm be our next Dark Knight? All right, thanks a lot for the question, Robin. And look, I am a big Jon Hamm fan as well. But unlike a lot of people, including yourself, I've never really watched Mad Men. So I'm not a fan of Jon Hamm from Mad Men. I've kind of become a fan of Jon Hamm in his post-Mad Men work. And oh my God, how good was he in Baby Driver. Jon Hamm was amazing in Baby Driver. Absolutely incredible in that movie. And I love seeing him in just about everything he's done. He was also really good in Tag, which to me was a great little solid comedy this year that he, of course, did with like Ed Helms and others. I really enjoyed that movie a hell of a lot, and I thought Hamm was great in it. People have been talking about Jon Hamm as a potential Batman for a while. So here's what Robin's talking about. There was an interview done recently where the interviewer specifically hit up Jon Hamm and said, hey, there's all these rumors about you as Batman, you as Batman. Could you be Batman? Would you be Batman? This is what Jon Hamm had to say to that. He said it directly. I'm a huge comic book fan, always have been. I've read comic books since I was 9 or younger, and I'm pretty knowledgeable about a lot of them. And I like the genre, and I like when they're done well. I'd probably fit the suit. I'd have to work out a lot, which I don't love, but I'm sure there's an interesting version of that being out there. And if they wanted to tap me on the shoulder and ask me to do it, why not? So, look, it's never a story when an actor says he'd be interested in playing a role, because of course an actor would be interested in playing a role. But this is interesting because Jon Hamm is a guy that a lot of people have been asking for to play Batman. So clearly he would be open to it. However, any discussion about him getting close to playing Batman, he also then shuts down because Jon Hamm also said this in the interview. I have never had a conversation with anybody about it, literally. And I've sat in the room with all these guys. I have never been offered anything. I think the internet wants what it wants, but I mean, a lot of people have to sign off on that, obviously, not just the internet. So, could we ever see, as Robin's asking, could we ever see Jon Hamm as Batman? I'm going to think the options are probably nil. I think no. I think we already know they've been talking to other actors about becoming Batman. We know for a fact that Matt Reeves was talking with Jake Gyllenhaal. We know that Jake Gyllenhaal was Matt Reeves' first choice at one point, but that didn't work out. We know he's talked to other actors as well. We know that from the other major outlets. But it looks like none of them have been Jon Hamm, because Jon Hamm says, no one's ever talked to me about it. I've never been it. So I think the odds are very unlikely. Compound that with this. One of the, I don't think legitimate, but one of the complaints that some people have about the Ben Affleck Batman was that Affleck was a little bit too old to start playing the role. I reject that myself personally because I like the idea of the, older, grizzled veteran Batman. I like that approach. But since that has been a little bit of a criticism, keep this in mind. Jon Hamm's actually older than Ben Affleck. I believe right now Jon Hamm is like 47 years old. So even if he became the new Batman, the odds are by the time we went into a theater to see a new Batman movie, odds are Jon Hamm's going to be walking the red carpet at 50 years old, which is great. I mean, he looks better than most 18-year-olds. But, I mean, is that where you want to start a new Batman from? And I don't know. I mean, I'd be more for it than most people, but since most people seem to have a problem with it, maybe it becomes an even bigger problem. I don't know. Look, if they announced tomorrow that Jon Hamm was going to be Batman, would I be down for that? Yep. Yes, I would. Do I think it's going to happen, though? According to Jon Hamm's words and some other circumstances, I don't think so. So I'll be completely shocked if we actually find out at some point that Jon Hamm is playing Batman. All right, let's move on to the third and final emailed in topic.